Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Kickbutt Leadership Live Conference, and we are looking forward to the day. I'm Coni Meyers with Kickbutt Leadership, and this is my co-host.
I'm Kim White with the My Sexy Business team.
And we had an incredible day yesterday, so I hope you all go back, and if you've missed any of the interviews, try to pick them up. This morning, I have somebody that was very brave to get up very early in the morning because she's coming to us from San Diego, California.
Beautiful San Diego.
Beautiful San Diego. And she is somebody that I've known for quite a few years now, somebody that I've always admired. She was in 2013, she was the president of the San Diego Association of Realtors. In 2015, she was the California State President of Women's Council of Realtors. And now she is serving as the liaison between the National Association of Realtors and China. So welcome, Linda Lee. So happy to have you this morning.
Good morning.
I have to also tell you, she has the cutest little dog ever. It's a little white fluff ball that's in all of her videos.
I love it.
I'll try to show you sugar.
So Linda, I'm gonna start by asking you the same question I ask of everybody I interview.
Okay.
Were you a leader as a child?
Oh, I'm pretty sure on my family, on my father's side, I'm the only daughter and I'm the oldest. So I have lots of, probably like 6, 7 cousins at that time growing up. So yeah, I would think I'm like the ringleader.
Did you actually grow up in the U.S. or in China?
I grew up in Taiwan and I came to the U.S. when I was 16.
Okay. So I love, by the way, I love some of the pictures you've posted of your mom and stuff. She's got a beautiful mother, a beautiful family, actually.
Thank you.
How tell us a little bit about how you got into real estate.
Actually, it's really by accident. I was working for Nicholas Applegate. And my ex friend was working, he was a security guard at UCSD and he started doing real estate part-time and he was quite successful. So I have a conversation with him and then he's like, yeah, you should get your license and all that. And then, the company I was working for actually got bought. And so that opened a window of opportunity for me to try real estate since I always wanted to do that since high school. So at that time, I thought, well, why don't I give it 6 months and see how I do? And then, well, the rest is history. 16 plus years now. I just love it. It's about, helping many families to fulfill the American dream. And it's just, my background CPA, full disclosure, but I get so much satisfaction being a realtor. But I always say that it's harder to be a realtor than being a CPA. But I do not practice accounting, though, but it's 100% real estate.
Well, what kind of, have you always been in San Diego or has that always been home for you?
When we moved, actually, we came to vacation in U.S. for a month. So my parents brought my brothers and I. We start from Hawaii, West Coast, East Coast, Toronto for 30 days, for a month. And then we always heard about the beautiful weather in San Diego. And because my brothers and I are both asthmatic, so that's why my parents chose San Diego for us to move to back in '83. And, I have lived in San Diego pretty much the past almost 35 years. I love San Diego and I travel a fair amount. I've probably been to about 120 plus countries in the world. And that's definitely my passion.
Wow. She does
120 plus countries.
Yes. Yeah. She does a little traveling.
A little traveling. You're a little bit of a traveler. Wow.
Yeah.
I was just at my Traveler Century Club quarterly meeting last Saturday. But, there are people that travel so extensively and, compared to them, I'm a beginner.
Oh, I'm not even a beginner then.
That's what I was going to say. If that's a beginner, I'm not even started.
So she always posts all of her travels, and it's always amazing to me. One day she'll be in San Diego. The next day she'll be in someplace else in the United States. The next thing she Next nation's in China. So now I understand why.
Thank you. You know what? It's life worth living. It's life by design. So, whatever our passions are, we need to fulfill it because today is here, tomorrow is no guarantee. And, why not make the best life possible and impact others when we can along the way and making lots of good friends. That's what I think is most important.
I love that.
Yeah, she always, whenever you see her post anything on Facebook, and anytime I've seen her in person, she's always one of the happier people that I know in this world, for sure, for sure. Well, one of the things you said you'd like to talk about is happiness versus success. And I know you've had a great deal of success in your life, but I think you just expressed how you live your life by design. And how do you stay in the mindset of happiness? What do you do?
I mean, you can look at things, you know, any way you wish, right? I mean, you can look at, oh my God, like this morning I weigh myself. I'm on this weight loss journey. And then, I only lost maybe a pound in the past week. So start late August last year, I lost total of, I want to say around 52.7 pounds. And I'm like, damn it, how come I did not lose 5 pounds this past week? Well, I eat out every night, right? So, in one way I can like, oh my gosh, I wish I had lost 72 pounds by now. But on the other hand, like, oh my gosh, not even 1 year, I lost 52.5 pounds, or 52.7 pounds. I think it's all about mindset. It's about, and sometimes we just, also surround yourself with a lot of people that love you and care about you and truly support you. And at times, often I feel like I found myself with circle of friends on Facebook. And then like last night, I have not done my headshot for 6 years, and I did it yesterday. And then the picture was not even edited, so I post on Facebook, and I think I'll hit 500 likes today, and probably over 200 comments. And I'm like, wow, it's so cool. But it's kind of early in the morning. I apologize. I didn't know I'm going to be on screen, so I'm wearing my sunglasses, so you don't see the half wake of me.
Well, we just really appreciate you coming on.
Sure. I love it. Thank you.
Well, one of the things I talk about, Sean Aker in my class, I talk about a statistic that he has, and he says that 10% of our happiness comes from external things. 90% comes from our mindset. And so what you're saying is absolutely, it's been proven scientifically that you're right on track.
Thank you. And really, because also surround yourself with people, like I mentioned, friends. And I have great family, like you mentioned about my parents. My father's 83, my mom's 76. They are about to leave for Turkey this Sunday. And then we are going to Northern Europe later part of September. We're going to Iceland, Norway. And I will most likely we are going to go other places as well to travel together. And, it's like to be happy. I mean, it's great. We are successful work with our career, but it needs to fund our happiness, and not only for us, and also people around us.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do when you do have a day where you're not happy?
Oh,
if there is a day like that, if you're stuck or you have fear, how do you deal with that?
I have some, a core group like my brother Justin, my girlfriend Grace, Lucy, and just like actually a lot of my good friends. They all are my clients too. So, and then we become lifetime great friends. Like this today, after this, I'm driving up to Getty Museum. I have clients coming from China, and they become best of friends. So we're gonna hang out, one day. I'm gonna drive out to LA, go to Getty Museum, probably go to Santa Monica up here. But how many people can do that with their clients, and I just love that. When I go to visit her and her family in Nanjing. I mean, they take care of everything, So I just feel so grateful to have so many good friends and people and colleagues, and part of Keller Williams family. It's just so wonderful. And meeting you through Women's Council, now meeting Kim as a new friend, it's great. On Friday morning 7 o'clock, I didn't know I'm going to be on screen, so I feel like and not very well prepared appearance wise, but it is what it is. We just roll and we make the best out of it, and just be authentic, be true.
I have to tell you, I am impressed though because you didn't know it was, and that you didn't cancel. Because
Oh no, I wouldn't. No. Commitment's commitment. That's how I see. They have. I don't commit easily, but once I commit, I feel regardless I have to fulfill. And they are difficult decisions at times. Like gosh, I commit to that. Like for example, a month ago I commit to something, and I'm like, things have changed. But I'm like, you know what? Commitment's commitment. Let's fulfill it, and that's how I do it. But I apologize. I should have found. I do so many interviews at times. I'm like. I'm not worrying about it, but since now people like looking at me, my weight loss journey, they follow me very closely. I will, in the future, I'll be like, "Do you need to look at my face? If you do, and I'll be, when I turn this on, actually, I wasn't even dressed. I'm like, oh my god, I'm on the screen. So let me try to face an angle that you guys won't see me naked, So, but now I'm all dressed. So.
well, I have to say that no apology necessary whatsoever.
No.
We do lots of things and like get caught without makeup on a live thing also. But I think it's a huge quality of a leader to show up irregardless and to keep their word. I think that is a huge thing. So I mean, I'm just meeting you now, but I will say what you've said so far. You've demonstrated what a leader is. So, I mean, I'm impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate confidence, especially on Friday morning so early. Beginning of a great weekend, I know for sure.
Maybe you could explain, because I'm not quite sure what a liaison between the National Association of Realtors and China does. So what is your role?
So basically, President Liaison, National Association of Realtors have MOU signed now probably around 80 some countries. So the current system is they assign a president liaison to that country. So when they have communication or conferences on both sides, we are the kind of conduit to communicate with the representative or the leadership in the real estate associations, and they are separate of them in China, and vice versa. So for example, like the Chinese delegation are thinking about sending 100+ people to the Boston conference in November. So they'll have questions of the tickets, and they want to be part of the marathon, the walk. So they are trying to work out, internal pricing, the timing. So I kind of help them with that because they all have to get visa to come, and it's kind of tough right now with the trade war. The trade war. So they are like the visa approval rate might be only 30%. So they want to prepare. So I kind of like pass information back and forth, communicate for both NAR and then the leadership of the Real Estate Association in China. So that's what I do. This year, I've been to 2 conferences there. I was there with our treasurer, Tom Riley, in late of June in Beijing, and that was phenomenal to learn about what they are doing to enhance the professionalism, to regulate the market. And I was in January in Shenzhen, which is a technology town, and with their 60 largest brokers, they formed this association and learn about all the technology, what they are doing. So it's great, and then kind of share that information back, with NAR and my posts on Facebook and WeChat, and people who are interested will contact me directly. So I like that. It's kind of like you help our members to know about other countries, and China is number one foreign buyers in U.S. And so many of our members want to have more communication relationship. So I think it's important to do that. But next year, NAR is doing differently. Is they have actually liaison for several countries. So in the future, the next liaison will be overseeing China, Taiwan, and Korea. So it will not be one liaison per country. Yeah, they're reformatting that. So I think that's very positive, and let's see how it works out.
Wow, congratulations. That's huge. That's huge.
I think from now on, when I decide to travel anywhere, I'm just going to call you first.
Okay, no problem. I love to talk about travel. That actually get me more excited than let's do a lead generation.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you've done so much incredible work with what you're doing now, as well as what you've done with CAR and NAR and Women's Council. Um, what would you say is what would you like your legacy to be when you get ready to? You're not anywhere near retiring, I'm sure, but what would you like your legacy to be when you do decide to retire? You do decide to just give the work part up and just do the traveling.
You know, my father is 83. He still works. He runs a company. So I kind of don't see myself retire. I can see myself, I would call it change of pace. And I just want to help more people. You know, I think that I do. People think I'm on Facebook a lot. I don't really. I post, I get up, and then I kind of monitor it at times. I just see it as kind of writing a diary, but it's really fun, you know. And I just want to help more people. I think that even my weight loss journey, that a lot of people are like, oh my god, I'm doing that. You know, like my cousin and his wife there, they want to lose 20 pounds. They post that today. I'm like, let's do it together. You know, another client chimed in that she wants to do that too. So it's about helping other. And I think, and thank you for complimenting what I have done. But I want to let everyone know you never lose yourself. Got to remember that power, money, all that. Don't ever lose yourself. Nothing is ever too big that you are going to lose yourself and through that process. Never compromise on your integrity. Never compromise your honesty, and that's a legacy I want to leave for others. You know, it's be yourself and be happy, and no matter what you have, make the best out of it. You know, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not ready, so I just put my sunglasses on, so I still look kind of cool. So I just think that, you know, make the best you can, and I want to, of course, you know, I would like to have a foundation. And oh, that's right. A lot of people encourage me to write a book, which I'm going to, and I've been thinking about topic. I think the topic in Chinese will be between between two Chinese Valentine's Day, because I started this weight loss on a day after Chinese Valentine's Day, and August 17 will be the next Chinese Valentine's Day. And in this 1 year, how my life has transformed. So I probably would touch some of that, and so we'll see. You know, I think the world is our stage, and whatever we decide to play and we want decide to do will have impact, and always from the bottom of the heart, always have the best intention when we want to help others. It's not about making more money, it's not about fame, it's about being the authentic you.
That's good. That's really good stuff. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your weight loss. That's a big deal.
She follows, and it's phenomenal what she's done. I mean, you just look amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. And I think also on weight loss, if I can plug this, I don't take any supplements. I'm not any drugs. I just watch portion control. I have a dietitian. I have a team of professional dietitian. I try to go to my acupuncturist once a week. I have massage every week, at least 2.5 hours when you know. And then like last night was a Korean spa to do the Korean scrub, that type of thing. And a chiropractor adjustment. I have a personal trainer I work out with. Try to do twice a week. I do morning let swim. So I just do it a healthy way, holistic, naturally. You know, I don't lose fast. I mean, the best I have lose 1 week is like 4 pounds. Mostly it's around 1 pound, 1.5 when I'm staying on course. But I continue to eat out. Connie see lots of my food pictures. I'm a foodie. I love fine dining, and then equals, you know, a whole new world place. I love that too, and that's why the weight is, you know, is has been a struggle.
Wow. Yeah, but you have created a way to do it that's lasting, instead of, like you said, with taking some magic pill that does not work anyway. So that's I'm impressed.
Thank you. You got to, you know, because again, it's about being true to oneself.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned that you live your life by design. Obviously, that's absolutely true. Have you always lived your life by design, or was that something that you learned to do, or was it something that came by? How did that come to be?
I really want to say that I learned that from Keller Williams, and then you're gonna laugh at me. When when I can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. When I start real estate, and then my goal was like, I'm like, okay, back in 1999 or 2000, I make probably about $100,000 with base plus bonus. And then when I got into real estate, I'm like, oh, if I can make that much, I'll be happy. I'll be fine. So the first year, I think I did about 200,000 GCI, gross commission earned. I'm like, oh God, I can do this. And then I was just like, well, that's my goal. If I hit 200 a year, I'm done for the year. I didn't know. I didn't know better. And until later, I part of Keller Williams and like, oh my gosh, you have a system and a team. And I still, oh my God, I'm so bad to say this on the air. I don't really follow it. I kind of like, I do it. I have fun with it. I have so much fun with my clients. And then I do pretty good. I think, I'm pretty sure I'm one of the top ones. In the past, I pretty much was number one in my market center, number one and number two. And I still travel. I still probably weigh, at least 2, 3, at least be safe to say 2 months out of the year. And so I more and more, because as we age, right, our times, I don't want to say limited, but we want to utilize our time. So lifetime design is more important. Like this weight loss is my number one priority because that's something I've been struggling since my teens. And then I want to do that so I can show other people that can do it. And then do it healthy, not by surgery, not by this liquid diet that really is not going to work, and I just want to do that because I think it's more impactful. And then through my real estate earning, through my career success, I can help other women and to say, hey, anybody, doesn't have to be a woman, anybody, like, believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you can get it, you can accomplish it. And then so that's how I see it. And then life by design, you just got to be true to yourself. I mean, it breaks my heart to see people get into trouble when they're not ethical. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it because it's going to catch up to them sooner or later.
So if somebody would love to live their life like you do by design, and they're in total default and autopilot, what would you say the first step is to help them to start believing in themselves and to how to start beginning to design their life?
I think number one, have to get a good mentor. I think that, gosh, Connie, I'm glad you brought that up. I think you're going to laugh at me, both of you. Have a good psychologist that you can also go talk to when you feel like, there are things you want to discuss. Like, I gone through my divorce 7 years ago, and that was something like not by design, and I didn't know that's going to happen. And I think that if I look back, if they ask me what one regret I would have, my parents have been married almost 55 years. So my regret would be I would not be married. I'm single. I'm totally single. So I'm not married. If I could, I would not say that I'm married to my life partner for 55 years. That's one regret in my life. But I think they need to get out their own way. They need to, maybe start going to counseling with help or have a coach, hire a good coach to help them to put them on the course of where they want to be in life.
Wow, that's really good. I one of the things I love about following you is that you can tell that you're truly living your passion and you're truly living your life by design. And I think if anybody's out there that really wants to figure out how to do that, you should follow her. She's a great example of how to actually do that, because so many people, they really want that, but they don't know how to actually implement it.
Can I make apology now? Because my Facebook personal page only limit 5,000 friends. So I have
Oh,
5,000 friends for many years now, and then they can follow me. They don't need to be my friends because I try to delete some friends, but it's kind of hard when a lot of friends have like 100, so many mutual friends with you. And then I want to apologize if I couldn't add anyone as a Facebook friend. That's because the Facebook limit of 5,000. I have that problem for several years now.
well, that's a good problem. I can understand why, being in 120 countries.
I need to follow you and live vicariously through you.
Thank you. I mean, it's so good. And for me, it's just like, just have fun. Just look at positively, and like tomorrow night. Oh yeah, tomorrow night I'm taking 72 of my clients, I should say 71, including myself, to the San Diego Symphony Harry Potter event. So we have tickets, we have tables, and we're gonna just have evening of fun. And they'll play the movie on the screen, and San Diego Symphony will play the soundtrack. And last year was La La Land. It was just so beautiful. And I wish I can bring all my clients, but 72 tickets at that event is pretty expensive, and I had to stop calling my clients very quickly because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already it's already 72 tickets. Oh my gosh, And then but it's great. I just make the best out of it, and there are times even for myself I have struggles, and I will share this with you, Connie. So in July I feel like, God, I'm such a failure. I didn't do much business, and that's how I feel, right? But guess what? My gross commission earned last month is $80,000, right? So that's not failure. I'm number 2 in my market center out of 280 agents. Year to date, maybe number 1. I'm pretty sure, maybe for sure number 2. So I'm like, internally, I feel I'm such a failure, but in reality, when you look at the number, that's unbelievable number for 1 month. And and actually May this year, I broke my own best month of my real estate career. I make over 200 in 1 month. So it's just like we just continue to believe and then I need to up my game. I do need to work harder because I have been kind of like slacking off, and then but I will because I want to inspire others, and at the same time I want to cheer each other's up.
So after my husband passed away 7 years ago,
Yes.
My old life philosophy of work, play didn't work anymore. And I had to come up with a new philosophy. And I'm listening to you, and you are living my life philosophy, which is have fun, give back, make money. Because if you're having fun and giving back, the money shows up.
Yeah, but without money, we couldn't play. So that's important.
Exactly. Absolutely. Well, Linda, I really, really appreciate you getting up early and showing up without makeup and just being with us. I knew you were going to be a fantastic interview, and you've absolutely proven me to be right.
Yes.
So I appreciate you getting up early and just showing up for this. So thank you so much.
Thank you both for the opportunity, and whoever watching out there, I truly hope this has been helpful for you, and I want to wish everyone continued success. Find your own happiness, and be peace with yourself. And whatever happened in the past, nothing you can do, let it go. Move on. Onward and upward.
That's great advice, and I'm so glad to get connected with you too, Miss Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, I'm Coni Meyers with the Kickbutt Leadership.
I'm Kim White with the My Sexy Business team.
And if you want to check out the Kickbutt Leadership course, just go to kickbuttleadership.com, and there's a free assessment you can take that goes along with the course. There's special pricing for the next 7 days. And we'll see. Oh, next is Jody Friedman. She's coming on at 10:30 Central Time, 8:30 Pacific Time. So make sure you come back and join us.